Warning: what you are about to see is virtual. However, the concepts and the love of our family is 100% real.
Our family is different. We walk a unique way. Some can walk, some can't talk, but God guides every day. Seizures come, they don't scare us. We hold hands tight through the night. Each child is different in their own way. In their eyes we see the light. Oh, we love them with all our might. Through every challenge we'll stand and fight. Our bond is stronger, our hearts so full, and our special, awesome family love is our rule. We know the world might stare because they just don't see the strength within our walls, the joy and simplicity. We laugh and cry, we dream so high, together we will rise. Each step we take a victory in our children's eyes. Oh, we love them with all our might. Through every challenge we'll stand and fight. Our bond is stronger, our hearts so full, and our special, awesome family love is our rule. Special needs don't define us. We stand together no matter what. In our special, awesome family love is our rule. Oh, we love them with all our might. Through every challenge we'll stand and fight. Our bond is stronger, our hearts so full, and our special, awesome family love is our rule.
Hey guys, welcome back to our special awesome family. Scarlett here. We are out by the campfire, as you can hear. A very good roaring campfire we got going tonight. Yeah. Anyway, mom and dad are home. You'll hear their version in a little bit because mom and dad are relaxing. Tried to give them the night off, but you know how stubborn mom is. So you guys are going to get blown up with a few notifications. So yeah, you know. Mommy is stubborn. Well, that's Nana for you. Stubborn Strathmores. Yeah, we're all stubborn Strathmores, you know. Yeah, you know how a stubborn? Oh, God. Oh, dear God, help us. You know how us stubborn Strathmores are. We're all stubborn. But anyway, we all get it from Dad. Oh, oops. Oh, burned a pepper. Anyway. He'll get me for that later. But hey, you know, it's all good. But anyway, so we're all just hanging out, having they're having s'mores and camper pies, camper pie pizzas, and oh God, I smell them for real, dude. I tell you, you talk about something enough and you smell it, and that is no joke. I I wish I literally had camper pies right now. Yummy. I haven't had those in a long time, for real. That's for sure. But I'm gonna have me a Mountain Lightning. Because you know you can't go wrong with a good soda by the campfire either. But yeah, so we're just hanging out. It's nighttime. It's nice. Steven, of course, has his famous pizza that he loves. We got pizzas, we got fruity camper pies. We got s'mores of all kinds, Reese Cup ones and cookies and cream ones and the regular Hershey's ones. Got hot dogs over the campfire. Because we got a couple of people that enjoy their hot dogs. They're laughing at me because I'm teasing them. So we're gonna hang out here because, like I said, when we watch the kids on a weekend, they will not go home without their campfire first. That is their routine, and like I said, we are big on keeping routines. Like, that's the same thing. If my kids have a certain thing they love here, that's what mom does with them. Like, certain nights of the week, my kids have things that they love, and that's what Nana will do with them. Because we do not change their routines on them. Even if the location changes, the routine does not. So, if they come here, because they know that we do our Saturday night campfires, they want it. They love to have the campfires. Our kids love that. My siblings, when they come down here, that's what they want. They want their campfire. So I promised them, hey, I said, you know what? If you want to do that, we'll do it. And so that's what we're doing. We're having our Saturday night campfire because that's what they wanted. And we're enjoying it. Sitting out here by the fire and enjoying it. And honestly, when I get a Match Made in Heaven started back up, I actually want to do that because that is a tradition that we do. Me and Christy and the others, we do that. We sit by the campfire on Saturday nights. That's our thing. So we might do a series on that. So if you guys enjoy something like this, feel free to come over and subscribe to A Match Made in Heaven, Eternal Love Forever, and you'll get to see that on a more frequent basis as soon as I can get the dang thing fixed up. I tell ya. Because if I have to do it without the music, I will. But I don't really want to. So, yeah. So we'll do maybe a campfire theme song or something and then put our typical theme song at the end because that song is trippy as heck. It is a trippy freaking theme song. And it's made me so mad that I haven't been able to use it much this year. It drives me nuts. But like I said, it ain't changing. It ain't changing. I'm telling you that right now. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, the freaking camper pies smell so good. I wish I had one for real right now. Yum. I just heard a puppy in the distance, I think. That was cool. Oh, there's an owl. But yeah, we're chilling out. You can hear cars off in the distance going by. Not much, just, a little bit. So yeah, we're just cooking up a bunch of things, enjoying the nighttime. It's just gorgeous out here. But Mom and Dad, they got back. They had a nice meal, had a nice carriage ride. We cooked them up a nice meal. You'll get to hear all about that in a little bit. And you'll get to hear all about their trip, what they did, and you'll get to hear all sorts of fun stuffs. So, yeah. Never know what they're going to talk about. They weren't expecting the surprise, that's for sure. Crazy mom, she's a kook. She's like, who came up with this? I'm like, it wasn't me, and it wasn't Christy. She thought it was Christy. It's always me that they think it is. No, it wasn't me. It was Ely. Yeah, it was Ely. And I told the goober that, and the goober forgot. I'm going to tickle her. We're going to tickle her tomorrow. Yeah. We're going to tickle Mom tomorrow, because she's going to get it tomorrow when we go up there. We're going to tickle her. Yep, I'm going to get her with my furs. That's what we joked and said. We're going to tickle her with our furs. Yeah, we're going to get her with our furs, which means our hair. We're going to tickle her on the back of the neck with our hair, because we got long hair, both of us do. So, yeah, we'll get her. The right Ely. We'll get her, won't we? Yeah. She said, silly mom. Yeah, she's a silly mom. What are we going to do with her, Ely? What are we going to do with Mommy? Tickle her? We'll tickle her. We'll tickle her. But yeah, Ely is enjoying that s'more, buddy. Steven's enjoying his pizzas, and the one who makes the pizzas is making fried cheese over the campfire. Oh, dude, really? They call him Pop. That's what they always call him, our friend. Pop. Got some of Pop's fried cheese. Yeah. Steven's loving it. He is digging it. He's like, heck yeah. Steven's digging that fried cheese, buddy. He's loving it. This is funny. I love it. Steven's digging it. John Daniel, he's enjoying his pizza. We had a nice big meal tonight. The peeps outdid themselves tonight. Kids were surprised. They woke up from their nappy so they could have a nice big campfire tonight. And then, like I said, we're going to go up in the middle of the night and we're going to some of them will probably sleep anyway when we go up. But we're going to go up and we're going to deck the place all out in the middle of the night. And then we're going to, basically, we're going to cook Mom and Dad breakfast in the morning, me and Elin. And then we packed up a huge picnic. We made a bunch of stuff for a picnic. The kids' lunches for Monday's already packed. As you saw from the crazy prank we did today. Stupid phone. Gave me away. I can't do anything. I tell you, I cannot prank anybody. I tell you what, it always backfires. Something screws it up every time. Or it ends up being so good. Like, for example, when I prank people on the radio, it ends up being so good that they want it repeated. So it's like, yeah, we can't do any pranks. I can't prank anybody right. Anyway, I'm being funny, of course. Molly, you're a kook. I know it. I have to be funny because, hey, you know. I try to prank, but it either backfires because something runs its big pie hole, voiceover, or if it ain't voiceover running its mouth, it's the people enjoy it so much that it ends up being, oh, It's a keeper. Metal Mania, anyone? Yeah, exactly. The Seeker's Revolution ended up giving you a show. Yeah, exactly. Can't prank anybody. Nope. Hold on a minute, guys. Set that right there for a second. I'm gonna run inside with that little phone. Okay, I'm back. We got our door open, so I could just slip in and out. I do not know what the heck that was. Do not know what that was, and you got a real close-up of our campfire because I sat the phone down real quick on the table, which is kind of close to it. But yeah, so I don't know what that thump was. Because our fire ring is just outside our door, a few feet away, and I can just run in and run out easily. So yeah, it's nice that we can just leave our door wide open. Yep. That's how peaceful this little town is. You can just leave your door wide open. Have a campfire, leave the door open. Heck, the neighbors come over sometimes and join us on our Saturday night campfires. And the guys, Ray, May, and Pop, they pull out the instruments, play guitar, or play banjo. You know, they play some bluegrass. We love it. Or some folk. Yeah, folk, bluegrass. Sometimes on Friday nights they'll pull out the drums and everything. Travis, a bunch of them pull out the drums and the bass and everything too. And they just, oh yeah. Andrew, a bunch of the others, oh yeah, they have fun. But Pop and Ray, May, and some of the others, they pull out the bluegrass on Saturday nights by the campfire. It's a freaking blast. We have a ball, which unfortunately we're not going to be able to show you the full effect of what we do, but we could, but we'd have to do it a different way. Yeah. We'd have to basically record it, put it in like a Dropbox or something, and just like do it that way. Plus, we did it on the app. Yeah, record some stuff that isn't. some stuff like our beginning song is, you know, not the actual music that they sing, but yeah. We wouldn't be able to put the music they sing because they do like the classics, you know, Box on the Run and I'd Like to Be a Train and Let Me Whisper. Oh, yeah, good stuff, guys. I mean, if you're a bluegrass fan, man, trust me, if we could get away with that, oh, that'd be awesome. Yeesh. But of course, we can't because one, they're not here for real, and two, copyrights. Boo. Boo hair. Anyway. But we can tell you the stuff they play because they're not We can talk about it, we just can't play it. Because one, we don't have them legit playing it. Okay, I gotta do it. What would you do if you actually did have a copy of them playing it? E! Trip E! No E! No freaking E. I would flipping love that. You know that. Yeah, I know. I just want to see what you do. And let me tell you, Miss Helen and Miss Katrina, they can nail Slippers with Wings. Oh, God. Ouch. Yeah, make you cry. I mean, these two women can sing. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Helen, whew, God, she has a gorgeous voice, y'all. Oof. Woohoo. Yikes. Let's just say her name don't fit her, voice-wise. She don't sound like a Helen. What does she sound like? Oh. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, she does not sound like a Helen, that's for sure. Let me tell you, I could joke and say she reminds me of Loretta at certain times. She does or Katrina does? They both do with the drawl, I can tell you that. Katrina with the vibrato. Katrina's got the freaking vibrato, Loretta does. I mean, it's all natural, buddy. Let me tell you, Katrina can blow. That girl can sing. Yikes. But she only puts it in when she needs to put it in. So, like, her vibrato is natural. Like, when they do Slippers with Wings, you don't hear the vibrato. But, buddy, if she sings, like, Coal Miner's Daughter or Don't Come Home A-Drinkin', yeah, go, Katrina, go. Oh, dear. But, yeah. But, yeah, Katrina's a blast. She's one of the, she's our music therapy teacher. She's the one that helped Zoe. And let me tell you, everybody loves Miss Katrina. And that's why. I mean, the woman can frickin' sing, buddy. Let me tell you, she's got a voice on her. But yeah. Honestly, voice-wise, I would say Helen is more of an angel. How about that? Ooh, good one. Yeah, she would be an angel. If I could honestly pick a name for her, seriously, Helen doesn't fit her. Not that that's a bad name or anything, but it just don't fit her. Voice-wise, no. I know Helen's, and no. Pitch-wise, too high. More like an angel, voice-wise. Oof. And more like make you bawl your eyes out, buddy. Let me tell you. Whoo, baby. Yikes. And let me tell you, if you have ever heard that song Slippers with Wings, let me tell you, it's by the Lewis family. Talk about tearjerker. Whoo, baby. Yikes. And to hear Helen and Katrina sing it, I almost screwed her name up. Whoopsie. Do not mispronounce that name. You do, you're in trouble. Let's just say, yeah, you gotta watch it because, let's just put it this way. You add an E to that name and you're gonna get your butt kicked. At the end of it, that is. Yeah. I just about did that. Whoops. I don't want to get my butt kicked. She goes, you call me that name and I'm going to kick you in the butt. No, don't do it. But, Yeah. Let's just say, I will tell y'all her name is with the E at the end, but she wants us to call her Helen because she hates that other name. Does that help? So it's hard not to call her that other name. It is the same name as the monster that hit last year, but she does not like it. Which, I mean, I don't blame her. I mean, if you think about it, would you want the same name as a hurricane? Not me. But, yeah. So, yeah, she hates it. And I don't blame her. I do not blame her. Same with Katrina. She prefers Kat or Trina. But we figured we could use her real name because, you know, she doesn't mind it, you know, when we're describing things on there. But to actually go by it, some of them call her Miss Kat or Miss Trina. Some of them Miss Katydid. They call her Katydid sometimes too. Yeah, even though we have a Katydid, my little Katydid, they call her that too. But, you know, we've got some that have those names and they're like, like they'll hear those names on the news about those and they're sitting there, stop it. Which, I mean, I cannot blame them, honestly. No. And, you know, that name is real, or they wouldn't have named the hurricane that. So, I mean, so we just took the E off of Helene and called her Helen. Because she hates Helene. She hates it. I mean, honestly, I don't blame her. Like, and we jokingly call my daughter Hurricane Christy, because there was actually a Hurricane Christy last year in the Pacific, and that was Nadine. When she went through when she went from Atlantic to Pacific, I believe it was her, she went from Nadine to Christy. And I was like, how did they spell it? And I looked it up. And it was spelled just like my daughter. I'm like, oh no! Yeah, she picked on me, so she calls me Cat 5 Hurricane Christy now. Yeah, I do. I tease her about it. But yeah, we try not to call her her real name, and because she hates it. And I almost goofed up and said it. Whoops. At least she has a sense of humor, though. But she'll give me crap if I accidentally do it. But like, we try not to call her that name because she does not like it, especially right now, because it was close to that time right now. So it's like, she hates that name. Because people used to say, oh, mind you, the hurricane did this damage, but they blame her. So she's like, I hate my name. Don't call me Helene, please. Okay. So yeah, so if you hear us talking about Miss Helen, that's who we're talking about. Because, yeah. And like I said, neither name fits her, really, honestly. Because her voice, you wouldn't guess that. Either name, honestly. Not that I know what a Helene sounds like. I've never heard one speak, but some names, you wonder what they would sound like if you heard their voices. I'm you know. And technically, voiceover was trying to say Helen last year anyway. Yeah. Like, we had the Irish voiceover voice, and I was so afraid to say that hurricane's name because I thought I was going to screw it up. Because last year, the Irish guy would say Helen, which is close to Helen. So that's where I came up with the Helen joke. Because I'm like, okay, we'll just call you Helen, because voiceover was doing that anyway with the hurricane. So we'll just change it to Helen on purpose. So that's where that came from. So yeah. And this lady that we hired her because, again, you know, we are the type that will hire people with, you know, not only special needs, but who get chastised or judged because of their name. Like, you know, Kat and Helen. You know, Because for some reason, these two especially get trashed. Because they're built. They're big built women. They're muscular, they're strong, they're, and they pick on them about it. And it makes me sad, honestly. But, and like, just because they have the same name as one of them, and this does happen. I've actually seen it happen before. So I brought it into the virtual, and I told Mom, I said, we're going to hire them and just, use different names, because why not? And so I've seen this happen in real life to people because of a name. I'm not going to get into the debates about it, but it's still going on. To this day, there's, certain names, and it's just like, it's sad, honestly. It is. The way the world is nowadays is sad. Exactly. Which is why the virtual is thebomb.com. Woohoo! Yeah. Because we don't have to worry about doing that. Nope. We just have to disguise names because, and show them, hey, and teach them, too, that, just because you're named that, not that we're going to change them, but try to help them through it, because it does trigger the crap out of them. And I understand that. And, it's like, if they don't want to be called that, we're not going to force them to be called that. If they're ready to be called their real names, then we will. Like, Katrina isn't as bad. Like, I can call her Katrina on here and she's fine with it. But Helen, on the other hand, not so much. Like, Katrina can be called Katrina now. But we're still trying to help Helen through it, because Helen was just belittled and trashed, and oh my goodness. And honestly, it's a beautiful name. It really is. And I'll say it, I have no shame in saying it. That is a beautiful name. It really is. But I can see her associating it with that, and I understand why it's triggering. I mean, she has a beautiful name, for real. But I understand her fears and her, the triggers, I get it. I wouldn't want to be triggered neither. I mean, if my name was the same, let's say the name Scarlet was a Cat 5 hurricane and killed hundreds of thousands of people. Hello, puppy down the way. I would probably not want to be Scarlet for a while. I'd want to be Georgiana or Avalon. I wouldn't want to be, my first name for a while. Especially if people started trashing me. Oh, you the hurricane? Were you named after the hurricane? No, the hurricane wasn't even thought of back then. Just like I'm sure with Miss Helen that, I don't know when, how old she is, but, and I don't ask that, but it's like, I don't blame her for being scared. I really don't. And she's a sweetie. Darn good singer, a great friend. She's everybody. I mean, JJ adores her. And he knows what her real name is, and he don't chastise her. He loves her. He sees her for who she really is, and he knows she ain't who they call her. He loves Miss Helen. And see, with her, I cannot call her what her name is. He can get away with it. He can call her that. He can get away with it. Because she knows. And see, I can too if I put the Miss before it, but I'm trying not to, so I don't trigger her. But, she loves JJ to pieces. I mean, JJ's a doll baby. I mean, who don't love JJ? But, if we put, because there's a few of them that we have that are named those types of names, and they're chastised because of being called that. We love our friends here because they're just so sweet to the kids. They're just so nice to them, and they help them. I mean, because of course we're just two people raising a huge family. So we have other people coming in and helping us. And they are just some of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. And we have to basically help them through it too, which we love them. They'll go up and help mom and dad. They'll help us because the kids just freaking love them. And our kids are the only ones that can call them that and get away with it because they know that they're not going to chastise them. They know they're not making fun of them. They know that and they always call them Miss their name. And they know that they're not doing it out of disrespect, that they're doing it out of respect. They know that they're loved and treated with respect. And that's the thing with our family. We love and respect each other. We love and respect, and we love to hang out with people of, different backgrounds and different ethnicities. And, it's so awesome to be in a family like this. It really is. To have been a part of a family like this for years, it's such a flipping blessing. I'm being honest. I love it. And they do too, because they see that they're respected and loved. And so, and I'm sure that down the road, I'll be able to call them by their names. And, like I said, the one I can. The other one, I'm trying not to at the moment because she still gets a little tense, especially this time of year, like right now, like September and October is really bad for her. But, we love our peeps. We do. We love them to death because they do so much. They help cook, they help clean, they help do laundry. They work outside. They have fun. And we never joke them about those names because it's to sit there and do that. I knew somebody, what was his name? Andrew? Yeah, Andrew. And they joked him and called him Hurricane Andrew all the time. And I'm like, guys, don't do that. That's not nice. That offended me. I'm like, don't freaking do that. That's not a funny joke, guys. That's what I told him. I'm like, that's not nice. And he would literally, and it was a school kid. And I'm like, guys, that's mean. Don't do that. That hurricane was deadly. Don't do that. That's horrid. That's the sad part about these storms being named human names, because people that do have those names, some of them, and I'm not saying everybody does, but dang, man. People that do call people with that name, hurricane, whatever, yikes. That's just sad. It really is. And to see it happen, ugh, especially to school kids, that's not nice. Now, there are people that are crazy enough to name them after them. Like, years ago, there was a couple that named their twins COVID and Corona. Why? I do not know, but they did. And I'm like, why would y'all do that? Come on now. Why would you name your kids after a deadly pandemic? That's, ugh. But yeah, that was not cool. But anyway. But some people do that for attention, I think, honestly. Yeah, it's gotta be. Yeah, that is just not cool. No. But yeah. So yeah, I'm like, dude, come on. Don't name your kids that. Crazy peeps. But crazy peeps in a bad way. Yeah. That's not fun. But anyway, we're all just, relaxing, chilling. And now I got slippers with wings stuck in my head. Oh, no. But yeah. But not only that, we've even had kids that changed their names because their name triggered them. And they weren't named that stuff. So, you know, sometimes names just trigger people sometimes. And it just, you know, it's understandable. But especially if you have the same name as a deadly storm. I mean, it's like, yikes, yikes, no. Very understandable. Very, very understandable. Yeah, because, I mean, especially when they call you the storm, it's like, no. Exactly. It makes me sad, though, that people want to, like, pass judgment like that and chastise somebody just because of a name. Exactly. It's sad. You know, like, just a few years ago, a certain name was frowned upon. And people with that name were just made fun of and trashed. And I'm not going to say the name, but we all know what it was. Yeah. Let's just say a certain pair of brothers, their mom was named that. Yeah, the one that likes pancakes dipped with hot sauce on them? Yeah. Ooh, yuck. Nasty. Give them to Joey. What, the pancakes with hot sauce? Oh! Ew. I don't know if he'd like pancakes with hot sauce, but I'm sure he would like the hot sauce. Yeah, because he drank hot sauce. He admitted it. Yeah, he did. My siblings are just dying over here laughing at me. Yeah, we have a good friend who, he would laugh knowing that we're telling this, but he did. He admitted to me that he drank hot sauce. Honey, you wouldn't drink Carolina Reaper barbecue sauce, I'll tell you that. And he goes, yeah, I would. I'm like, you're crazy, dude. He is, and I've never met him. Yeah, he's crazy. Willie would agree with us. He's crazy. But yeah. But oh my goodness, man, I tell ya. And we're just, you know, watching the kids eating their food over there, snacking on things. Uh-oh, here comes Pop with the popcorn popper. Pop, 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 pop. Sorry. Quitty? Popcorn over the campfire. Of course, you know Pop's gonna do that. Because the kids love his campfire popcorn. But yeah. Yep. But I had to bring it up because when we started talking about the singing, I had to bring up the, you know, that way you guys knew who I was talking about and why we call her a different name, a different pronunciation of her real name because she doesn't like her real name. And I don't blame her. She doesn't want to change it, but she does not like her real name because she's chastised. And, you know, can't blame her. But, you know, one of these days we might be able to call her that. And, you know, and I will tell you it's not going to be tolerated if she's picked on. Nope. Not on our special awesome family. Mm-mm. Everybody's going to be loved and treated with respect here. That's right. Yep. Because, I mean, think about it. We get any Adventures in Odyssey fans in the house? There's a Katrina in there. And she's an awesome Katrina. Exactly. Miss Meltzner. So there's good Katrinas out there, folks. And I'm sure there's good Helenes out there, too. I know there's a Helene out there. I think Mom knew a Helene, in fact. So our Helene doesn't have to worry about being picked on because we will not allow that to happen to her. Nope. Nope. Because just because you have the name of a storm does not mean you're the storm, and it doesn't mean that you're bad. The storm was, but you're not. Exactly. I mean, You're ornery, but you're not bad. She's gonna get you, Christy. I don't care, I'll get her back. Ooh. Those two tease each other all the time. But yeah, they have fun. They have a ball. So, yeah, I mean, we love to have fun and hang out and celebrate together and surprise mom and dad and do all kinds of good stuff. But, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna hang out by this fire a little bit longer, and then we're gonna, some of them are gonna get ready for bed. So we'll just put them on the bike and fly back. And then basically, we're gonna party. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So when she's broke of her trigger, I'm the one that has to come on and do it. So, since I introduced her to you guys tonight. So when she's broke of it, when she tells us she's ready, me and mom, I will come on and we'll talk about it. And, you know, and let you guys know an update on her. Because like I said, it's not that she doesn't like her name. She just doesn't like the association with it, is what it is. That's what she's telling me. She doesn't like the association with that. Because she's not her. Okay, she's not. She's a human with 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, feet, hands. Yeah, she's a human. She's not a crazy spinning goofy storm. Anyway, yeah, crazy goofy, in a goofy meaning the weird way that she was organizing and everything. She was weird. Yeah, anyway, and we're not saying goofy lightheartedly either. She was definitely an interesting one when she was getting ready to do what she did. Yeah, she was, that was some goofy presentation there, buddy. Yeah, she was, and then just out in the ocean, she was being goofy, but then she turned into a creep. Yeah, exactly. A creepy thing. Yeah. She was mean Helene, the hurricane was. Let's put it that way. Nice rhyming. Thank you. And let me tell you, my mama, my bio would tell, she would, if she were here right now, she would tell this one here. Just because you have the same name as her does not make you her. 2 different people altogether, because the one wasn't a person. The one was just named that. You know, just because you have the same name as one does not make you one. And even when you get angrier than hell, does not make you one. Because, you know, you're not one. You don't have wind. You don't have thunder, lightning, rain. You're human. So there you go. You just have the same name as her. That doesn't make you her. You're a different entity altogether. Exactly. Yep. So hopefully we can, you know, show her that, show her the love that she deserves, and show her, hey, you're not her. You're different than her. So anyway, because we've actually had Trina a lot longer. I like to call her Trina sometimes just because I love that. I love that nickname. Trippy. Anyway. Didn't Eugene used to call Katrina that too? Yeah, at the beginning, yeah. But anyway. Anywho. We're going to enjoy ourselves by the fire some more, and then we will be back tomorrow morning, me and Ely, and we're going to cook for Mom and Dad and make them a nice breakfast and surprise them. So that's what you'll see tomorrow, and then you'll see Mom will do the picnic vlog. So anyway, we will love you and leave you till tomorrow morning. Remember, you're special, you're awesome. And if you hear somebody with one of those names of one of these awful storms, do me a favor. If somebody's trashing them, walk up to them and tell them, you know what, you're awesome just the way you are. Just because you have that name does not mean you're them. Do that for me, okay, folks? Because show these people that just because you have the same name as these creepy storms out there at sea, don't mean that you are one. Tell them they're awesome. Tell them they're cool. Lift them up. Don't put them down. Because these things only happen so often. You know, and they're not all that way. Just because their name might be in that list, or just because there was one name that was catastrophic, does not make the human with the same name bad. And, you know, I just wanted to say that, you know, because I'm in the mood to just tell people, you know, I want to introduce you to some of our friends that work for us, and I wanted you guys to meet them and show you why they don't like their names. And I understand why. I really do. So just do me a favor. And if you see somebody with one of those names and they introduce themselves and they have that name, tell them they're awesome. Tell them they're cool. Especially if somebody is trying to do the opposite. Okay? Make the world a better place. We're all in this together. Okay? As our special, awesome family, we're all in this together. We're all in this to love and respect and lift each other up. Okay? So, again, remember, you're special, you're awesome. We love you, and we look forward to seeing you again. Love you guys. Love ya. Bye.